Pakistan is home to 10,000 rat children beggars. Rat children, or Shahdola ke Chuhe, is a term used to describe individuals, including both children and adults, who have miniature heads. The rat children are led around by their masters to get the sympathies of the masses for the sake of begging. The child begging rings have been operating at the Shahdola shrine for decades. Beggar masters can buy the children for about $500 each. On the streets, a single rat child makes about $5 a day, and thousands of them work every single day. Since the people in Asian countries like Pakistan are very superstitious, people here believe that it is the worst kind of luck to ignore them, so they fill their bowls with copper and silver and paper money. At the Shahdola shrine in Gujarat, legend has it that women who are unable to conceive become fertile if they come to the shrine and pray to be blessed with a child. But the blessing of fertility comes at a terrible price. The first child will be born microcephalic and must be given to the shrine, or else any further children will have the same deformity. BBC News reports that the Shahdola legend has been fabricated to trick ordinary people into handing over perfectly healthy babies, and these babies are then deliberately deformed so that they can be sold for begging. For centuries, it was the only shrine in the world where parents offered up the children. After all, Shahdola himself would take care of these children who were left outside his house. The saint dedicated his life to feeding and taking care of little abandoned souls at his modest home, who were left outside his house. While none of these kids were normal, all of them shared one commonality. They usually had small heads disproportionate to their bodies, but they were all loved by their guardian. Shahdola would take them wherever he went, and because of their rodent-like appearance, people in the neighborhood started calling them Shahdola ke Chuhe, which translates into Shahdola's rat children. According to a popular theory, children kidnapped from villages are forced to wear iron caps that keep their heads from growing. Later, they are sold to people who use them to gain sympathy and collect considerable alms. But this theory has been disproven. Medical doctors in Pakistan dismiss this folklore as absolutely baseless. Their argument is plausible. If the head's natural growth is tampered with because of an external barrier,
but for the normal child, if you put the utensil on the head, the child will die, he will not survive.
That said, children born with small heads are often kidnapped from villages and are later forced to beg in the streets. There are thousands, if not more, of such beggars all over Pakistan. In scientific terms, they suffer from microcephaly, a condition in which a person's skull is smaller than normal for their age and sex. It's a neurodevelopmental disorder with which a child is born. It doesn't strike suddenly after birth though. If the skull doesn't grow, it occupies the brain's space instead. This is why most microcephalics aren't able to communicate, and as a result are stuck with the mental stage of a kid who never grew up. The child, as he or she grows older, cannot walk or talk properly or think at all for themselves. He or she is then sold for large amounts of money to become a beggar, as disabled children gain the sympathy of people more than normal children would. Nadia is one of the hundreds of microcephalics who can be found on the streets of Gujarat in central Punjab province. These unfortunate children are draped in green cloaks and forced to beg around the shrine. Since pilgrims live under the notion that ignoring them may invite doom, they fill the begging bowls of children with cash and coins. The children, devoid of education and parental patronage, are left at the mercy of these beggar mafia.